Hi, I'm Rob Delaney, and I'm a comedian and a writer and a dad and a husband and a son and a brother and other things as well. I just sort of introduced myself that way with those relationships because those are all people and things that I've used to help combat the depression that I live with and take medication for and have for years. Um, my family is of course very important to me, and they know about my situation. I'm of the opinion that strength is flexible and not rigid and brittle. If you're like, I can take care of this myself, then you get snapped and maybe you die. But if you're like, oh, you know what? I can rely on others for help. I mean, it's like, you take one stick, you can snap it, you put eight together, it's a lot harder to break. So you got to get outside yourself. For me, that's my wife, but since we live with each other, I don't want to dump everything on her, so I go to a psychologist too. I don't currently, but if I ever felt that I had to again, I totally would. I'm under a psychiatrist's care. My parents know about my depression, and they've told me about family history stuff, and issues that other people have dealt with in the family. So, and that helps remove the stigma that I'm not just some crazy anomaly that got horribly, medically unipolar depressed. Because I've had two episodes that were very bad in my life, and during which I thought extremely seriously about suicide and came very close. But I didn't. I didn't because I looked outside of myself for help. When I kind of look back at what I did properly to remain alive, which is the goal, I got help from other people, but I also got to a spot where I recognized, like, oh, these thoughts I'm having, they're bananas, and I can't act on them. You may have heard the phrase, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. To give you an example, 10 years ago I was horribly depressed, had recently gotten out of jail and was a disaster, and now I'm a dad of two kids, I have a wonderful wife, and I'm doing what the hell I want for my career. And let's rest assured it wasn't that way 10 years ago. It wasn't that way 3 years ago. So you can't predict the future. Get outside help, meaning outside of your head and your body, and figure out ways that you can be your own ally as well.